Um, Welcome to my channel for the new subscribers and for the oldies. What's up, my peeps? This is your mid-month reading for August. Sorry, for mid-month August reading for 2017. Forgive me, I feel a bit down right now, so if I sound a bit blah, just bear with me. Okay. Taurus, I feel like the focus is on a lot of gossip, house, home, family matters. Someone maybe needing some space and more excitement, and maybe fighting over property or land. Okay. You've got the Eight of Air here, or the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This deck is heavily influenced by Native American, so it's not as traditional as the traditional decks. So the Eight of Swords, which speaks of interference or feeling trapped or feeling stuck. So I feel like this could go, and this is at the base of your reading, so this is like the core, or like the kind of, maybe you could look at it as like the overall theme. And basically, I feel like you are focused on withdrawing. For some of you are stuck in your own element right now, and you may be withholding your love from someone. Whoopsie daisy. You may be withholding your love from someone. You've got the Four of Earth here, or security, which speaks of like tightening up the grip, or setting up shop, or holding on firmly or tightly, or stingy to something, or you don't want to let something go. It can mean you don't want to let a love interest go, and you're really tight and stingy with them, and you want them all up under your backside. But I feel like this is more interpreting being clingy, like holding all your love to yourself and holding your cards close to your chest, if I'm using that analogy correctly. Or you're withholding from someone who doesn't deserve it. Some of you may be also stuck in a relationship but feel so alone because you have quite a lot of this whole middle row here, which is like the advisory section. They all kind of focus on like all like the single cards, or cards that focus on inner strength, such as the Nine of Fire, the Four of Air, which is the Nine of Earth in reverse, and then the Hermit. And these are all in the line of what Spirit advised you for this mid-month from August 15 to August 35. So yes, the focus like I said, inner strength. It was like reconsideration, contemplation, building one's own brand, strengths, and looking within. So with that being said, for this row here, I feel like that's kind of like what the main focus in. Even for those of you who are in a relationship, it's like you just feel kind of alone, or like that there's something missing. The advice may be saying to stop clinging to superficial people or the wrong crowd, because then you've got the Three of Fire here in reverse, which speaks of integrity, or speaks of like union, joining, expansion, like joining forces with people, positive interactions. But in reverse, it's like scattered energy, or like there's not really any energy being put in there enough. Or maybe again dealing with the wrong crowd, or working with operating with the wrong crowd. So the advice may be basically just saying to stop hanging around clingy or superficial people or the wrong crowd, because they could be taking advantage of you, or you can simply look like a fool trying to stunt on someone, like if you're trying to overstunt for somebody or show off. I feel like something or someone is not what they appear to be, and you could just be feeling unloved. Because then you've got the Medicine Woman here, or the High Priestess in reverse. And right underneath that is the Nine of Earth, or the Nine of Pentacles. And then right underneath that is the Six of Earth. So this could be in a few different things, a few different scenarios. But I definitely feel like you're focused on holding on to your coins, or holding on to your love in a kind of stingy manner. Definitely want to exit from some sort of group or alliance that doesn't serve you. Divorcees, there may be some fights over money and who what, and who will get what in a certain, who will get what when it comes to like these separations of sorts. A certain woman or spouse may be trying to milk you dry. That may be the presence of this medicine woman in reverse. In reverse, it speaks of not listening to intuitions, or maybe a meddling woman. Could be an attorney, a lawyer, a divorce, like, I don't know, something like of that sort. You may be forced by legalities to give something. I definitely feel like someone may be trying to milk you dry. That can maybe the possibility of these three cards here falling in alignment. Six of Earth speaks of like the Pentacles. Earth's Pentacles, tangible, money, practical, grounded, but it often speaks of like money, coins, finances. And for the medicine woman to be in reverse, on top of the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Six of Earth here, I definitely feel like there is a fight with money, or a fight with finances, or a fight with land. There's no Sevens of Wands here, but I definitely feel like you may be trying to defend your honor in some way. But I feel like if things continue to move on the way they are, there is a slight feeling of failure. Like you may, I keep saying you need to exit from a certain group, or departure from a certain group, because you know you've got the Hermit here, and you've got the Shaman in reverse, or the Higher Omphant in reverse. It speaks of a marriage or a divorce breaking up, or you may be leaving a certain group or a certain organization. It can be a judge, it can be court systems, things of that sort. And then the Eight of Air here, imagine these being a card with swords and feeling trapped. This could be the significance of the court systems. Okay. And someone will be giving too much than the other, and reciprocity is needed. Give and take, give a good balance of give and take. Either you or someone else may be extremely selfish or greedy, and someone of you may be feeling homesick or miss home in a way, or feeling isolated in some sort of way and want some sort of nurturing. Because in this line here, you've got the Three of Fire. Then under that is the Hermit, which speaks of isolation or spiritually going within, finding a light. Then under that, you have the Grandmother in this deck, which is the Empress. So some of you could just be feeling isolated or lonely. But if you're single, I feel like the focus may very much be on some of you leaving a particular faith behind and a religion, because this often speaks of faith and religion as well, and belief systems. And if it's in reverse, you may be leaving this behind and want to go in a different route. So you may be leaving a religion or religious group or beliefs that no longer serve you. And you just feel kind of isolated and maybe trying to find out where you belong. And what also helped me highlight that for me was the fact that you have you've received the Fates in reverse, and then you receive Soulmates in reverse. Now what this means, I'm going to read the protection message for you guys, being that it came up in reverse. The Fates protection message is: it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all, yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there, life will only get better. Act as if you believe that. For the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. Okay? And then with soulmate message in reverse. The soulmate message in reverse basically speaks of an important relationship brings you to your knees. This is a kind of soulmate who comes with powerful gifts, your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being. Enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not why did he or she do this to me, but rather what is the gift in this. Look in the mirror. You will only be changed for the better. Now let's see what crystals recommend it for you guys. Spirit, please tell me your crystals recommended for Taurus for August 15th, 31st, 2017. Crystal for Taurus, August 15th, August 31st. Whoops, days. Aquamarine jumped out. So, let's have it on Aquamarine. Aquamarine is telling you. Aquamarine has long been a healing gem associated with the sea and also stimulating psychic abilities. It is believed to protect against seduction. And it says in brackets hope here. Self-understanding. You are deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid imaginings, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good, and well-being follows. If you fall into depression, remember that hope shines into the darkest places. Divination, release self-defeating programs. Listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's on offer. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remove emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination, and success may come in a court case. Ooh. So yeah, if remember, some of you may be really dealing with court or money or something like that. Stay positive and remember your family. Healing insight. There is no reason to lose hope in your heart, since well-being is a state of mind. The frequency is high. The chakra is the throat, third eye, and aligns all. Okay. One sec, Taurus. Cards. No, these cards don't have a definite meaning, so whatever intuitively strikes your chord is the message for y'all. Okay, Taurus. What is the message in this reading for Taurus? What is the message in this reading for Taurus? Let me see if this one, they both came out at the same time. So what does this intuitively say to you? Both of them, funny enough, have the image of two people here. So that definitely says something. So some of you are definitely dealing with a battle of some sort or confrontation. But yeah, I'm going to just shut the hell up and you tell me what you think. See, imagine like they both have two people like emerging from something. So let me know in the comments, and thank you very much, Taurus. I hope that you like, share, and subscribe, and also click the little notification bell thingamajiggy so that you can be aware for the future reference. Thank you, Taurus. Peace.